Alex Pereira has just knocked out Khalil Rountree in the fourth round to make his third consecutive title defense. I believe it's his third, two against Yuri and now Rountree. So Pereira had a very shaky first and second round, mainly first round, but it wasn't do or die. But I think we can all agree that Rountree won the first two rounds. Kind of towards the end of the second, I kind of felt like Pereira was kind of getting his groove, kind of feeling him out a little bit. And then in the third, I kind of saw Rountree kind of fade. I really think Pereira's kind of jab to the body was very good in this fight, and that's exactly why Rountree, not exactly why, but a good reason as to why he gassed out later on. Rountree looked very explosive in the first two rounds. He looked good. He looked sharp. He was just plowing forward, moving towards Pereira the whole time. I kind of felt like Pereira just was caught off guard more than anything. He was kind of using the first two rounds to really feel him out. And then when he felt him out and Rountree was kind of slowing down a bit, that's when he was like, right, I'm going to take over. And that's exactly what he did. Like, that fourth round was fucking brutal, man. Like, fair play to Rountree. Like, what an absolute dog. Coming in there on such short notice, not short notice, but like, having not a top 5 win, barely having a top 10 win, ranked number 8, haven't fought in nearly a year. Coming in there and going that distance with Pereira and taking the first two rounds off him when most people get finished in the first two rounds. Jamal Hill, Yuri Prohaska. These are the top light heavyweights in the world and they're getting finished in the first two rounds. And Rountree's taking the first two rounds off Pereira. That's some achievement, in fairness to him. And he kind of dropped him as well. I believe that was in the second, if memory serves. But yeah, Pereira looks shaky enough. Rountree's a very good striker, so it was kind of like a good stand-up battle. It was very nerve-wracking. Because if Pereira had lost, we're down fucking bantamweight and welterweight champions with them two fucking bums carrying the belt. And it just would have made a fucking absolute disaster of the sport. Not a disaster, but just would have been like, fuck's sake. But he lives to fight another day. He's going to fight Ankalaev when he beats Rakic. I think that's the only fight to make now at this stage. Like, you give him a good task in Rountree. It's a good one for the fans. But we need to see him against the number one contender. And I think if he beats Rakic, like, I always thought he could have done Yuri versus Ankalaev. I always kind of thought that was a matchup that kind of made sense because they were so close to the rankings against each other. Jan fought Ankalaev. No one wants to see that again. Battle of the leg kicks and the takedowns. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight because I do think Ankalaev's going to beat Rakic and I do think he'll finish him. Rakic doesn't deserve that fight. He's coming off, I believe, 2 losses. I can't remember the last time that guy's won a fucking fight, you know what I mean? Like, he bottled against Yuri Prohaska, but still, Pereira did what he needed to do, man. He's going to have to look better than that to beat Ankalaev. I don't think he will beat Ankalaev. That's the thing. I just think I did see kind of Pereira kind of slowing down a little bit in that fight, which isn't good. Like, it's not a good sign. And I think if Ankalaev can just sit on him, which I believe he can, and I believe he will, I think that's a massive fucking problem for Pereira. I believe that's a massive problem. And the level of striking he has is great. Now, Ankalaev is a bit of a fucking idiot. Like, he has said online, oh, I'm going to stand with him. Will he stand with him? I fucking highly doubt it. Like, do you know what I mean? He's not stupid. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, everyone says they're going to stand with him. Rountree's the only one who had the balls to do it. You know what I mean? And not the balls, but he's the only one who actually had the technique to do it more than anything, to be honest with you. Like I said before, Yuri and Jamal Hill, they say, oh, I'm going to stand with him. They get fucking chinned in the first 2 rounds. No one takes the first 2 rounds off Pereira. No one. Like, that's his most dangerous rounds. And he dropped them as well. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like he was hurt bad or anything, but he hit the canvas. We have to be honest. Yeah, maybe Pereira was kind of looking over him. Maybe he was taking him lightly, which is his own fault. But he ended up finishing him regardless. You know what I mean? Like, he did get the KO, and I mean, he really started to turn on. He looked fucking great. Like, in that 4th round, he was, man. Like, if that went to the fucking stools, like, there, but that's a 10-8 Pereira. To be honest with you, like, the dude was just beating the fuck out of him. Rountree's face looks so bad, but I do believe Ankalaev will be next. Now, that's if he beats Rakic, which I think he will. Like I said, for Rountree, I think he rebooked that Jamal Hill fight. They're both coming off losses to Pereira, and I think Rountree's performance, like I said, taking the first 2 rounds off, able to stand in there and keep it up with Pereira. I think he's deserved a Jamal Hill or a Rakic or a Yuri or a Blachowicz or someone like that. You know what I mean? I know he's only ranked number 8 now, but he probably will go up the rankings losing, to be honest with you. Like, because he kind of deserves a big matchup now where he's able to keep in that, because he has proved that he's one of the top strikers in that. And that's exactly why I think him versus Jamal Hill is a very good fight. I think it's a very good fight, and that's one I want to see, man. That's one I want to see. You know, Hill, he likes to run his mouth. He loves to run his mouth. Rarely backs it up nowadays, to be honest with you. He uses a little bit of Twitter troll, but yeah. The whole card itself, um, it was okay. It wasn't a great card, but you know, I think the judging was fucking shit for this card. Mario Batista, what the fuck? Um, the co-main event, I thought Pena lost. I thought I think it was 1, 3, and 5. I gave to Pennington, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong there, but Buckley catching Wonderboy was fucking tragic because Buckley's just a clown, and I'm not a big fan of Joaquin Buckley, to be quite honest with you. But Carla Esparza as well, I thought she won the fight. The judging was absolutely disgraceful, to be honest with you. Like, even Dana White came out afterwards and said, like, that was fucking shit. You know, the main event it didn't almost save it because it wasn't exactly like an exhilarating fight. Like, the first 2 rounds were very kind of like feel you out. Rountree, I think, was more like, oh my fucking god, like, if he actually wins, like, you know what I mean? And Rountree's got a good story, an inspirational story, so I'm happy to see him at the top of the division. He belongs there, and I hope he gets Jamal Hill next. And I think he will get Jamal Hill next. That's a fight that makes sense. That's a fight that makes sense to me. Genuinely, the UFC would know they could even do Jamal Hill and Ankalaev to give anyone but Ankalaev to Pereira, but yeah, we'll see. But let me know what you thought of this card down below, and thanks for watching.